so much. It's so amazing to be with you tonight and say a few words about my father.
Tiffany Trump.
What happens when you're born into one of the wealthiest and most powerful families in the world, but somehow manage to stay out of the spotlight? That's exactly the case with Tiffany Trump, the mystery Trump. While her famous siblings often make headlines, Tiffany keeps things low-key. But don't be fooled. Her life is just as luxurious. From extravagant vacations to private jets and jaw-dropping real estate, Tiffany Trump is living a billionaire lifestyle most people can only dream of. Let's take a closer look inside her world. Who is Tiffany Trump? Stranger to luxury. Her early life included private schools, designer wardrobes, and an introduction to the finer things the world has to offer. Tiffany graduated from the University of Pennsylvania, following in the footsteps of her father and older siblings. She later attended Georgetown Law School. Before we get into luxury and wealth, let's rewind a bit. Tiffany Ariana Trump was born on October 13, 1993, in West Palm Beach, Florida, just 2 months before her parents got married. She's Donald Trump's fourth child, and the only one from his marriage to actress and TV personality Marla Maples. Fun fact, she was actually named after Tiffany & Company, the luxury jewelry brand. That's right, her dad loved the store so much that he named his daughter after it. Classic Trump move. But unlike her half-siblings who were raised in the Trump empire, Tiffany grew up on the other side of the country in California with her mom. After Donald and Marla divorced in 1999, Marla got full custody and moved to the laid-back city of Calabasas. Yep, the same place the Kardashians live. So while Ivanka, Don Jr., and Eric were being groomed for business and politics in New York, Tiffany was having a totally different childhood, one that didn't involve boardrooms, press conferences, or Trump Tower. Was she close to her dad and siblings?
Hold her own in the worlds of entertainment and style. Tiffany's glamorous lifestyle. Tiffany enjoys the finer things in life, from luxury vacations in Greece and Italy to exclusive events like Paris Fashion Week. Her Instagram account, with over 1.2 million followers.
Well, not exactly. Since she grew up with her mom in California, Tiffany didn't spend as much time with her dad as her other siblings did. Sure, she visited him, but they never had that strong father-daughter bond. Even among her siblings, things were a little distant. Don Jr., Ivanka, and Eric were raised together, worked in the family business, and were always in the public eye. Tiffany, on the other hand, was kind of the outsider. But interestingly, she did form a close bond with her youngest half-brother, Barron Trump. Maybe because they both didn't fit into the typical Trump family mold. Tiffany's career and education.
Celebrated one of New York's most iconic skyscrapers, Tiffany gave her dad another reason to boast. Her parents separated in 1997 and divorced in 1999, but not before her father immortalized his love for luxury by naming her after Tiffany & Co. In true Trump fashion, he even contemplated naming his famed skyscraper Tiffany Tower, because why not combine real estate and sparkle? Tiffany's life wasn't just about glitz and glamour. She also hit the books hard. After growing up under the radar, she emerged as an academic powerhouse, graduating from the prestigious University of Pennsylvania in 2016.
Now here's where things get interesting. Tiffany wasn't just sitting around being a rich kid. She was actually pretty ambitious. She went to the elite Viewpoint School in California, where tuition is over $30,000 a year. Then attended the University of Pennsylvania, just like her dad. She graduated in 2016 with a degree in sociology and a concentration in law and society. But she didn't stop there. She went on to law school at Georgetown University and got her JD in 2020. So while her siblings were making business deals, Tiffany was hitting the books. In fact, her mom once said that Tiffany would go days without sleep while studying for exams. Talk about dedication. Did Tiffany want to be a pop star?
Where Tiffany reportedly had lunch with Anna Wintour. Remaining focused on her study. Donald's second daughter graduated from Viewpoint in 2012 with flying colors and headed east to her father's alma mater, the University of Pennsylvania.
Surprise, surprise. Before law school, Tiffany actually tried her hand at music. Back in 2011, she released a song called Like a Bird with a couple of underground artists. It didn't exactly top the charts, but hey, she gave it a shot. In an interview with Oprah, she admitted that while she loved music, school was her top priority. So she put her pop star dreams on hold. She also dabbled in modeling, interning at Vogue, and even walking the runway at New York Fashion Week. But in the end, she decided to focus on law. Is Tiffany Trump rich?
What is Tiffany Trump's net worth? Is she as rich as her siblings? How was she able to afford her lavish lifestyle? These are questions in the minds of many about Tiffany Trump. Are you ready to discover some hidden truths about Tiffany Trump's luxurious lifestyle? Tiffany Trump's net worth is arguably on the top list of the most sought-after celebrity net worths. What could be the reason for this? Is it connected to her being the daughter of the
Unlike her siblings, who were heavily involved in the Trump organization, Tiffany wasn't handed a business empire. When her parents divorced, her mom got a relatively small settlement, reportedly around $1 million. So Tiffany didn't exactly grow up with unlimited Trump money at her disposal. That said, she's still doing pretty well. Her net worth is estimated to be between $600,000 and $1 million, but that's expected to grow since she's now a lawyer. And of course, let's not forget the Trump name. Even though she wasn't raised in the business world like her siblings, she still benefits from her family's connections and wealth. Tiffany's lifestyle. Is it really luxurious?
She was a member of the Kappa Alpha Theta sorority. She then entered Georgetown University Law Center in Washington, D.C. and was awarded a JD degree in May 2020. Aside from her education and career, Tiffany had other interests.
While she isn't flaunting a billionaire lifestyle like her dad, Tiffany still enjoys the finer things in life. She's often spotted at high-end events, wearing designer clothes, and vacationing in exotic locations. Her fashion sense is top tier, and she's got a thing for luxury brands. She even made a splash at New York Fashion Week with a stunning powder blue mini dress that had social media buzzing. But unlike her siblings who are constantly in the media, Tiffany enjoys a bit more privacy. She's not running businesses, she's not in politics, and she's not making headlines every other week. Instead, she's been quietly building her own career and making a name for herself outside of the Trump empire. Tiffany Trump's lavish lifestyle. Enjoying the finest cuisine, accommodations, and experiences money can buy. One of her most talked about moments was her engagement to Michael Boulos. Tiffany Trump isn't just another rich kid born into privilege. She's made a name for herself in both fashion and business. Sure, having the Trump name opened doors, but Tiffany knew how to walk through them strategically. From launching her own fashion collections to striking high-end brand deals, she's proved she has the business smarts to grow her wealth. But let's be real, her family connections didn't hurt either. She had access to exclusive modeling gigs, top-tier legal positions, and the kind of business opportunities most people can only dream of. But the big question is, what does she do with all that money? Does she invest wisely, or does she go on wild spending sprees? Tiffany Trump's luxurious lifestyle.
This venture showed her willingness to step outside of the Trump family's traditional paths. She also explored the world of fashion, interning at Vogue and walking the runway, proving that she could hold her own in the worlds of entertainment and style. Tiffany's glamorous lifestyle. Tiffany enjoys the finer things in life, from luxury vacations in Greece and Italy to exclusive events like Paris Fashion Week.
One word: luxury. Tiffany doesn't just enjoy the finer things in life, she lives for them. Back in 2019, she jetted off to Belgrade, Serbia, with her now husband Michael Boulos for an extravagant spring break trip. And guess what? The trip racked up a $23,000 bill, and taxpayers footed part of it. As the president's daughter at the time, security was a must, and the U.S. State Department didn't hold back, booking 120 rooms at a five-star hotel for her entourage. Yep, you heard that right, 120 rooms. And that wasn't her first high-priced getaway. In 2017, she spent $20,000 on a Berlin vacation. Because why not? A closet worth millions.
Senior advisor on Arab and Middle Eastern affairs, signaling a strategic alignment of family ties and political ambition. This appointment not only strengthens Trump's network, but also positions Tiffany and her husband closer to the heart of his political circle. It's clear that Tiffany's marriage to Michael isn't just a glamorous union, it's part of a broader strategy. Much like Ivanka Trump before her, Tiffany seems to be gradually stepping into a more prominent political role.
Tiffany's love for fashion isn't just a hobby, it's an obsession. She doesn't just follow trends, she sets them. With a closet overflowing with designer pieces, she's always dressed in the latest styles. Her wardrobe? A fashion lover's dream. Expensive, breathtaking, and always updated. Designers are practically lining up to send her pieces, hoping she'll wear them to high-profile events like New York Fashion Week. One designer she's especially close to? Taorai Wang. Tiffany has been a longtime supporter of Wang's designs, and Wang has nothing but praise for her. But let's talk numbers. Wang's dresses can cost up to $3,000, and even a simple blazer starts at $1,000. And that's just one designer. And shoes? Oh, she's picky. She only wears the best. One of her most talked about pairs? A $725 Aquazzura stiletto with an American flag design. If there's one thing Tiffany shares with her half-sister Ivanka, it's their love for high-end fashion. Tiffany's inner circle, the socialite crew.
Kira Kennedy, the grandniece of President John F. Kennedy, and Gia Matisse, the great-granddaughter of legendary artist Henri Matisse. Her circle also includes E.J. John.
Tiffany doesn't just dress rich, she surrounds herself with wealth. Her social circle includes heirs to fashion moguls, famous artists, and political royalty. She's childhood friends with Peter Brandt, the son of supermodel Stephanie Seymour and businessman Peter Brandt. She's also been spotted hanging out with Andrew Warren, heir to a fashion empire, and Kira Kennedy, the great niece of John F. Kennedy. Oh, and let's not forget Rehia Bids, daughter of musician John Jellybean Benitez. This star-studded friend group was even approached for a reality TV show about their glitzy lifestyles, but they turned it down. Why? Well, some things are best kept private, even if they do flaunt their wealth all over social media. Speaking of which, Tiffany is part of an elite social media squad called Snappack, a group of wealthy young influencers who love to show off their extravagant lives. Their luxurious vacations, designer bags, and yacht parties were frequently featured on the now-defunct Rich Kids of Instagram page. A wedding fit for a billionaire
was a grand affair featuring pastel decor, floral arches, and a custom Elie Saab gown. Her father, Donald Trump, proudly walked her down the aisle, solidifying the union of two influential.
With a billionaire fiancé and an extravagant taste, you know Tiffany's wedding was going to be over the top. In November 2022, she tied the knot with Michael Boulos, a Lebanese-American billionaire businessman. And when Michael popped the big question, he didn't hold back. He proposed with a $1.2 million diamond ring. Their wedding? A $1.5 million fairy tale event at Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate in Florida. Tiffany looked stunning in an Elie Saab wedding gown, featuring a square neckline, intricate beading, and a flowing train. She paired it with dazzling diamond and pearl earrings, completing the princess look. Her father, Donald Trump, walked her down the aisle, while the entire Trump family came together to celebrate the lavish occasion. Even her mother, Marla Maples, couldn't stop gushing about how happy she was. The event made headlines, with social media buzzing about the extravagant details. Homes fit for royalty.
Is her inheritance from her father, Donald Trump. As a member of the Trump family, Tiffany has access to a portion of the family's vast real estate and business empire. After Donald Trump and Marla Maples' divorce in 1999, her mother Marla received little of Donald's fortune.
First, let's talk about her insane real estate access. While she keeps her personal homes private, she has an open invitation to some of the most luxurious properties in the world. One of her frequent stops? The Trump Tower penthouse in Manhattan, a 3-story masterpiece dripping in gold and marble. And then there's Mar-a-Lago, the Trump family's 17-acre estate in Palm Beach, Florida. With a private beach and endless amenities, it's the ultimate retreat. Tiffany also has ties to a stunning Beverly Hills mansion, perfectly located near where she spent much of her childhood. Whether she's in New York, Florida, or California, one thing's for sure: she's always living in style, traveling like a billionaire. And when she travels, she really travels. Forget first class. Tiffany flies in Trump Force One, the family's custom Boeing 757. We're talking gold-plated seatbelts, leather seating, and an entertainment system that puts most luxury hotels to shame. For shorter trips, there's the Sikorsky S-76 helicopter, decked out in the Trump family's signature style. Whether by land, air, or sea, Tiffany moves in nothing less than 5-star comfort, designer fashion, and jewelry.
Turmoil, planning. Any wedding can be stressful, but add the Trump family's political baggage, and you've got a recipe for high-stakes drama. According to page 6, concerns swirled about the optics of hosting such a...
Of course, with a lifestyle like this, fashion is a big deal. Tiffany has a taste for high-end designers like Valentino, Dolce & Gabbana, and Balmain. Her Instagram, though carefully curated, shows off her love for couture gowns, elegant casual wear, and statement handbags. Her jewelry collection? Equally impressive. Think diamond-encrusted accessories that scream sophistication. While her style is a bit more understated compared to her stepmother Melania, it's no less luxurious. Luxury cars and VIP rides. Now what's a billionaire lifestyle without a fleet of luxury cars? While Tiffany keeps a low profile about her personal collection, she's been spotted riding in Rolls-Royce Phantoms and Bentley Continentals, vehicles that redefine comfort and class. And with access to her father's multi-million-dollar garage, she never has to worry about getting from point A to point B in style. Extravagant getaways and high society events. But when she's not working or studying, Tiffany is all about luxury travel. From private yacht parties in the Mediterranean to five-star resorts in the Caribbean, her vacations are nothing short of spectacular. She's often seen with her inner circle enjoying the best food, accommodations, and experiences money can buy. One of her most talked-about moments, her engagement to Michael Boulos, heir to a multi-billion-dollar Nigerian business empire. Their wedding at Mar-a-Lago was a massive event, attended by some of the biggest names in high society. Final thoughts.
Tiffany wore her hair in Hollywood waves swept to the side and topped it off with a delicate veil. Donald Trump happily walked his daughter down the aisle, wearing a black tuxedo with a flower pinned to his lapel. Everyone who attended the wedding wore luxurious items. Tiffany Trump's wedding also brought the whole family together. The Trump family could be seen holding hands, laughing, and rejoicing. It was a joyous occasion. Her mother, Maples, could not contain her excitement as she kept talking about how happy she was that her daughter married the right man. The wedding was one of the topics most talked about on social media.
So what do you think of Tiffany Trump's lifestyle? Is she living the dream, or is she spending too recklessly? And with the speed she's going, how far do you think she'll go? Will she ever slow down and become more frugal, or will she keep living life in the fast lane? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And hey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more jaw-dropping stories about the world's richest and most extravagant personalities.